What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a minute. I've been in Miami for quite some time, but I am back and my new journey starts here in Egypt. I am in the Giza Plateau and I've always wanted to see that, and to be here in front of this ancient monument is just really a fascinating experience. Alright, so I just got past the entrance and I paid 200 pounds, which is about maybe 12 US dollars. It varies, so something along that rate, but you have to pay additional if you want to go into the pyramids of Khufu. And one tip, if you want to come to the pyramids, make sure you wake up early and come early in the morning when there's less people, because they're pretty persistent with trying to sell you stuff, and they'll just keep following you and just kind of takes away from the experience. No, I'm good, thanks. I'm just really amazed by the size of these pyramids. So I made it to the main pyramid of Khufu, and we're about to go inside. I gotta hold the camera angle this way because security is pretty tight around here. They don't like when you're filming. That's the entrance. I'm standing here in the Khufu pyramid. It's really unbelievable. This is as far as you can go. You can't really go any further. There's some gates up there blocking the main entrance to the pyramid, but of course we can't go through there. We're going in through the Al Mamun's entrance or exit. I can just remember as a kid flipping through the pages of the history books, even then being fascinated about the images and the history of Egypt. So to actually be standing here in front of the pyramid of Khufu is truly a childhood dream come true. So let's venture out into the inner world of the pyramids. The security's coming my way right now and they're gonna stop me, y'all. All right, let's go. All right, y'all, just got past security. Still got my camera with me, had to tuck it in my bag. But this is actually the main tunnel that's gonna lead us to the main gallery of Khufu, and it's actually hot in here, muggy. What's this down here? So there's some type of construction up here, but actually this to my left, this is where the granite blocks were placed to prevent anyone from entering the main passageway, which is this one right here. This is pretty low, so we're gonna have to kind of crawl up and start climbing. All right, here we go. Wow. Yo, this is pretty cool. I can't believe we're actually in the pyramid, and I see light at the end of the tunnel, so I think we're almost there. Alright, that was a really amazing experience to be inside the main gallery of the Pyramid of Khufu. That's the way down. I'm just soaking it all in right now. But yeah, it's a pretty cool experience. Alright, so I'm in the Pyramid of Khufu. Here I am in the main gallery. My voice is echoing off these walls. It sounds really cool. And to think that this entire pyramid was built to share this very room I'm standing in right now is truly amazing. So I made it to Karnak Temple. Now Karnak Temple is one of the largest religious temples here in Egypt, and it faces east towards Valley of the Kings, which is pretty cool because Luxor faces Valley of the Queens. Now behind me, of course, you have the famous Sphinx with the head of a ram, unlike the Sphinx in Giza where it has an image of Khafra. So the reason being is that the ram is the sacred animal to the supreme god Amun here in Karnak Temple. Now if you look closely, there's images of Ramses II, and the tour guide said reason for that is because it's like Ramses II is seeking protection from King Amun, King Amun, King Amun, King Amun, Amun. Okay, so I'm in the Hypostyle Hall, and it consists of 134 columns. It was built around 1313 BC by Zeti I, and it was completed by Ramses II, which is his son. And probably explains why his name is all over, carved all over the place. So there were many kings that helped build Karnak Temple. And for every other king that helped build the temple, that king will erase the other king's name that was carved in these pillars. So that's why you see a lot of these carvings are erased. But Ramses II always carved his name deep into the stone so that it'd be impossible to erase. Okay, so right behind me you have these two towering obelisks, which is Queen Hatshepsut and King Thutmose I, right over here. So this one here has more of a narrow pointed edge, and this one doesn't. That's how you know this is Queen Hatshepsut. And besides that, it's the first one you see when you walk in passing the columns. So yeah, let's continue into Karnak Temple. I want to find Thutmose I. Thutmose III. He's the one that conquered villages and cities, and he's admiring his work. So he's sitting around here somewhere. Let's see if we can find him. Okay, so I came across Thutmose III. Now I've been looking for him for maybe the past 15 minutes here in Karnak. Such a huge temple. Finally came across him. He's been sitting here for the past 4,000 years, 4,000 years, admiring his work. And let me show you guys really quick what I mean. So these are images of himself holding up a shield, and every shield represents a village and city that he conquered in his kingdom time. True definition of loyalty, definitely in action. All right, let's venture out into Karnak. Once you make your way into the main courtyard, you come across the mud bricks, and these are the mud bricks that they use as a ramp to elevate themselves with these massive, massive sandstones and put them into place and create this huge, unbelievable wall. It's just breathtaking. I'm here with Jabra, who is my chauffeur. And we're headed over to Valley of the Kings. I came from the East Bank. I'm in the West Bank right now. I took a cruise from the Nile. We're about to venture out and check out Valley of the Kings and Hatshepsut Temple as well. There's a few other temples there, yes?
Oh, more than 6 or 7 temples.
More than 6 or 7 temples. Yeah, that's going to be pretty fun to just venture out and check out the mysteries of Egypt.
We have a long day.
What's the name of this town?
El Gorna.
Passing through Orgona to get to Valley of the Kings.
This one, Valley of the Kings.
Okay, so once you purchase your ticket, right over here behind me, you go and get yourself another ticket, which is a ticket to take you over to Valley of the Kings. Just bought this hat on the way in to shield me from the sun, because it's desert heat and it's really hot. All right, off we go. Okay, so I made it to KV5, and it is closed for restoration for whatever reason. But I wanted to actually go inside because this is supposed to be the biggest chambers that they discovered back in 1995. I can't wait. Yeah, okay, so the story behind KV5 is that it was actually excavated back in the early 1800s by the... Okay, so the story behind KV5 is that it was actually excavated back in the early 1800s by the historian of James Burton. He dug a tunnel in about 50 feet, didn't find anything, so he declared it unimportant. And it remained that way for about 100 years until Howard Carter came along, also tried excavating it and found no interest in it. So he continued his excavation with King Tut's tomb and used this as a dumping ground. That is until 1995 when Kent Weeks came along and began digging, and to his surprise, he discovered one of the largest tunnels here in the Valley of the Kings. So pretty cool, but we can't go inside right now. So we'll just venture out and check out the other tombs. Okay, so this is Ramses I's tomb, and steep passageway to get down here. Wow. It's pretty steep.
That located near Ramses I, Maat God of Justice.
Ramses I was the founder of the 19th dynasty, one of the most illustrious ancient Egypt ever knew. He gave us living legends, his son Seti I, who is thought by many scholars to have been the greatest king of the 19th dynasty, and his grandson Ramses II, who became the third king at the age of 25. His reign is known for the buildings he commissioned. Early in his reign, he constructed a new capital, Parameses, in the Nile Delta. He built the rock temples of Abu Simbel and constructed his own mortuary temple at the Thebes. No fewer than 10 subsequent pharaohs proudly adopted the name Ramses, ending the so-called Ramses period 237 years after his namesake took the throne. And yet Ramses I was now the royal blood. He became pharaoh when he was already old by ancient standards. He reigned for less than 2 years, all of which makes his mortality that much more legendary. So that's Tut's tomb, and this passageway here, there's actually another passageway behind Tut's tomb, and they say one of the reasons why his tomb wasn't discovered earlier was because the floods and rebel just piled up debris in this area right here as it streamed down and blocked the visibility from anyone who was actually trying to intrude and invade the chamber. Just so much information to soak in and so much to learn here about Egypt. It's crazy. Alright, so I'm in Hatshepsut's temple, and the temple itself is amazing. It's huge. It's very beautiful out here in the desert. It is scorching hot. I'm actually in the shade right now. And right behind me, there's actually an image of her dressed like a man. She would dress this way to try to win over the priests so that she can become a ruler in Egypt. It's pretty amazing. And if you can see an image of her, still standing after all these years. Alright, I'm heading back to the hotel. It's scorching hot out here. Desert heat is no joke. See you guys in the next segment. So we're gonna make our way back to the East Bank, get some food, relax, probably jump in the pool, and head over to Karnak tonight so we can check out the light show. Just left my hotel room and venturing out here in the streets of Luxor, so I'm just waiting on a bus. I want to check out the transportation system out here. I've been taking taxi cabs all along, so I figured I'd switch it up a bit and go ahead and try something different. So yeah, there goes one right there. He's passing me up. They keep passing me up, so I'm gonna have to track him down. Okay, so I'm on the public transportation here in Luxor, and it's £2 to get me to where I'm going, which is Luxor Temple. But I'm gonna get dropped off at the train station and maybe walk about a block or two. Alright, so made it to Luxor, and I'm just walking right now, trying to find a street market where I can pick up some souvenirs so I can take back home. Alright, so it's my first stop, nice little antique shop. It's vintage, which is always the best quality, so let's see if I can find something.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You from?
USA, my friend.
Welcome,
Yes, thank you.
This is my Aladdin's cave. Come.
Wow. I like your shop. It's very vintage.
My name is Aladdin. There's my own lamp.
That's beautiful.
That's why I
Nice
give
piece.
many free wishes. Everything you wish and you
Check
don't
this out.
wish.
Very nice.
You cannot see a lot of cats made of bronze, but this is one. And this one.
So this is the Eye of
And
Horus.
this is a small version. Look.
Okay.
And this is the hand with eye of horse. Fatima hand to stop envy.
Stop envy. I like that.
This one is hand and the half horse eye in the middle. Just to stop envy.
500 pounds. I'm going with the Eye of Horus. And what do you call her?
Bastard.
Vested.
Bastard.
Which signifies protection, right? Okay, sounds good. Wrap it up.
What a good deal. What a gorgeous deal.
Okay, I'll take it. So I just made a great deal with Aladdin. He owns the Aladdin.
Aladdin's hula. It means Aladdin is cave by English.
Yeah, beautiful shop here. If you're into antiques and just quality pieces, this is the shop you want to come to here in Luxor.
Put it in the Facebook. Put it in...
Yes, it's going on YouTube. It's going on
YouTube.
YouTube. Be sure to check out my guy Aladdin. He's straight out the lantern, and he'll give you the best deal. I promise you.
Watch in YouTube Aladdin's Hula Luxor. Aladdin's Hula Luxor in the YouTube. Search for it. Search for it.
There it is. Okay.
Aladdin's Hula Luxor.
All right, my
yes,
friend. Thank
you
you.
do it. You do it
All
also
right,
for
let's
yourself.
go. Let's continue shopping.
Yes.
All right, so I made myself a friend here in Luxor, Mahmoud. He's a horse carriage rider. And I'm gonna go ahead and give him my business because there was other horse carriage riders trying to push him aside and he was talking to me because he's young. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him my business. And we're heading over to Luxor. Let's go. Such a really cool experience here in Egypt. Got my horse carriage riders. I can't believe how young these kids are. They're probably about 13, 14 years old. They're definitely getting their hustle on at a young age, and I feel totally safe with them. So I'm just enjoying the ride out here as we make our way around Luxor and looking forward to exploring and continuing my journey here in Egypt. See you guys when I get to Carnival. All right, so making my way down to the lobby. I'm gonna meet up with my taxi cab driver, and we're heading to check out the light show at Karnak Temple. I'm running a couple minutes late, so taking the stairs. All right, catch you guys as soon as I make it to Karnak. Okay, so I'm in the taxi right now and we are driving to Karnak Temple. So I did go to the early hours of Karnak, but it was extremely hot, desert heat, and I didn't stay long because it was scorching. But the sun's starting to set and they do have like a 7 and 8 o'clock light show at Karnak. So we're trying to make it at 6:30 right now. We're trying to catch the 7 o'clock show and we're headed to Karnak. So hopefully we'll make it on time. See you guys when we get there. So I made it to Karnak Temple and there is no one here right now. So I think I'm gonna have the entire temple to myself, which is pretty awesome. A few government workers here, but for the most part, I don't want any tour guide. I just want to venture out and kind of soak it all in. And yeah, it's gonna be amazing. There it is, Karnak Temple. very vibrant out here in the streets of Egypt. Again, I'm in Luxor right now. I just stopped into a little local shop here to get me some freshly squeezed orange juice. I also booked an excursion tomorrow for a balloon ride, 3:30 in the morning. It's about 10 o'clock at night now, so I only have a few hours left to sleep. It's gonna be well worth it. See you guys tomorrow morning.